Hi everybody, we're going to do a 5-minute introduction to using the new style and formatting system that's in Manifold Future. This is a lot easier to use than it used to be. We're looking at Manifold Future right now, and what we have is a drawing in front of us where the drawing contains areas, lines, and points. To format this, we click on the Contents pane, and here we click on Style. Now, this new style dialog is a live dialog. It's not like the old system where you used to have to pick out a dialog, choose a color or something, and then close it to see what happens. In this case, everything is live. We have 3 rows. We have style characteristics for areas here on the top row. Then we have style characteristics for lines in the middle row. Then we have style characteristics for points in the bottom row. Since manifold drawings can have points, lines, and areas in the same drawing, we can format and style these all at the same time with different characteristics. The Contents pane is also dockable, so we can alt-click it to undock it, and that converts it to a floating pane that we can move anywhere on our Windows desktop and that we can resize at will. To change things, it's always live, and it always shows you what's going on in the drawing. So for example, let's say we want to change the fill color for areas from this color to blue, and that changes to a nice blue, and right away it changes. We don't have to command anything or click OK. Change to green, does that. Change it to purple, it does that. Change it to dark blue, it does that. Let's leave it at this medium blue. If we want to change the border color, which is a regular color, we can change to that magenta color, and you can see the border changes to that magenta color. If you want to change the style of an area that is a different hatch pattern, we just click on here and it immediately changes hatch patterns. To see those better, let's change the regular color to black. There we go. Okay, let's format lines. Lines, in addition to having the color, the fill color, and the line style, also have a size factor. The size factor controls how thick the line is. So if we change it to 3, the line gets thicker. If we change it to 6 points, the line gets even thicker. If we change the style, then we can see how the style makes use of alternating black and color and fill colors. I'm going to simplify the areas here, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch the rendering engine from Tools Options from the basic software engine to the Advanced Hardware Acceleration Allowed engine, which gives us a prettier view. It renders much better than the basic software engine does. We're exploiting now hardware acceleration if we have GPUs and if we have Windows. So if we have millions of points, this is better. We lose the ability to format hatch patterns here, at least until the next couple of builds, but we do get much better and crisper point and line formatting with the Advanced Hardware engine. Okay, onward. We can change the color here to white, and you can see how that formats black and white, and you can see how the white color crosses over the blue background color of the areas, or we can change to transparent. That's what that indicates. So now we have a line which consists of alternating black squares and transparent squares. Or we can change it to some other color of our choice, for example, that color purple. And this color here we can change to, well, let's see what happens when we do that. There we go, that's not too bad. Or we can change different styles of lines that show different effects. There are many other effects we can do by combining layers, but we're just going to leave it at this simple presentation so we just get the basics of the style down. Okay, let's talk about points. Here we're going to start by making the point size a little bit larger. Let's make it size 24. Let's change the fill color of points to this green color, and let's change the surround on that. Well, what do you think will look good with green? Well, maybe we'll try that color right there. It's kind of like a yellow color. No, I don't like that. Let's try a dark blue color. That looks kind of like black, but it's good enough. Now let's change the symbology of a point. What we have here for point symbology is that in addition to the default radian symbols, which are always there, I refer to them as legacy symbols, we also have a symbol command. When we open a symbol command for a point, what it does, it has the ability to use any font on our computer as a source for symbols. So for example, if we want to click that symbol, we can make that font. We can use that symbol. Or if we can use an arrow, we can use that arrow. And any font is fair game. I don't know about you, but I have dozens and dozens and dozens of fonts installed on my system. So if there's something besides Wingdings that you like, for example, the example I was using is the Middle Ages here. And we can do little things that look like people or towers. Let's go back to Wingdings. And I have all the cartographic fonts that people normally work with on my system, so I have thousands and thousands and thousands of choices for fonts in my system. Let's go back to an arrow, and we'll start with the vertical arrow like that. Okay, you can see that the arrow, being a font symbol, is displayed using this color, the fill color. Now let's do the first take a first look at thematic formatting, where we use a field to control the display of something. And I promised to make this a 5-minute video. We're actually running at about 5.5 minutes so far. But we're going to do rotation with that. To show how rotation works. This rotation factor here we can choose manually to whatever rotation we like, 240, whatever. Or if we like, we can format this using a field. Right now it says no field selected. We're going to change that by choosing the index field for the drawing, the MFDID field. We're going to make that a little bit larger. And the last time I did this, it used 4 breaks, so it remembers the last time I used 4 breaks. So it's going to do 4 breaks now. We'll use the closest lower value. What I'm going to do is double click into these rotation factors here, and the first one I'm going to leave at 0. The second one I'm going to make, let's make it 120 degrees. This one I'm going to make 210, and this one I'll make 270. When I update style, the various arrows will rotate depending on the content of the MFDID field, between where it falls within this range, to being either a 0, 120, 210, or 270. If I like, I can force it to interpolate, where automatically, based on where the particular number lies between these two ranges, it'll interpolate between 210 and 270 to derive a value. So there we go. That's the short introduction to style. Like I say, at all times, all this stuff is completely live, so we can change it however we see fit. We don't have to wait around to see what a result is. This makes it extremely easy to change the display to come up with compatible looks and fields and colors that we want, because we can immediately, instantly see everything change exactly the way we want it to go. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's a very fast system. It's very easy to use. And thanks for watching the video, and goodbye from Manifold Future Land. Well, that was fun. If you want to see more, visit us at www.manifold.net. As always, Manifold delivers the world's most advanced, highest quality spatial products for GIS and DBMS at a low price that you can afford. Once again, that's manifold.net. See you soon.